A jealous man has been silently plotting to block the relationship heaven planned for you. Archangel Michael says, the silence around you is not empty, it has been filled with invisible whispers, secret movements, and a darkness that tried to bury light before it could shine. The person you least suspect, with eyes watching closely but lips sealed tight, has taken a vow not to love, but to block the one chosen to love you. Jealousy is not always loud, it often hides in smiles, pretends to celebrate your joy, and poisons your path in quiet sabotage. 3 weeks ago, something changed. A divine connection meant to move closer was suddenly delayed, confused, redirected. You blamed timing, but heaven knew a man had already begun to tangle threads you couldn't see. He walks in shadows pretending to be your protector, but in truth, his heart has been battling against a blessing not meant for him. Your spirit called out for someone pure, someone ordained, and just before that person could reach you, this jealous man acted. He's been using familiar hands to block foreign love. He spoke ill of someone he never met, planting words like seeds in the minds of those around you. And while you slept, your name was being poisoned in the ear of your ordained partner. He wants to make sure that the love heaven designed for you becomes impossible to receive. Type Amen to get blessing 333. One night, this man saw your happiness rising, he noticed how you smiled when a certain message came through. And instead of rejoicing for you, his heart turned heavy with envy. That moment, he decided you would not move forward without him being in control. He found out about the person drawn to you and started gathering stories to twist, fabricating flaws to stain their reputation. The damage he planned wasn't physical, it was emotional and spiritual sabotage. He feared losing his grip over your choices. Archangel Michael says, not everything broken was your fault. Some breaks were strategically created behind closed doors. And yet, heaven wrote your love in bold ink, not easy to erase by the hands of jealous men. You may have wondered why certain calls stopped coming. Why the one who used to reach for you became cold and distant. The cause was not confusion, it was contamination by manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 444. He created fake messages, shared altered truths, and whispered lies through mutual acquaintances. He knows your heart was healing and just beginning to trust. And that is exactly why he acted, to strike when you were still soft and unguarded. Your name came up in a conversation not long ago, and someone said, "They seem so blessed lately." That one comment became the spark that ignited his new plan. To him, your love was not something to honor, but a war to win. He never spoke of love, but he watched for affection. He never offered kindness, but he demanded loyalty. What he did not realize is that heaven already had its eyes on him. He's been secretly checking your messages, trying to intercept signs of progress. He senses when your spirit is rising, and he uses guilt, memory, or false duty to pull you back down. But a divine connection, once activated by heaven, cannot be stopped by ego. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You have been in spiritual warfare, unaware that the delay wasn't just life, it was a jealous hand pressing on your destiny. He even pretended to advise you, acting like he wanted the best for you. But all his guidance pointed away from joy, away from truth, and especially away from the one who was chosen for you. There was a moment he stood near your doorway and spoke to someone on the phone. His voice didn't sound like jealousy, but the words he used were soaked in fear of losing access to you. He wants the world to see him as your closest ally while behind the scenes, he builds traps to push your love away. He does not want you to be loved by someone who sees your worth. He wants you dependent, doubting, and delayed. But Archangel Michael says, even the thickest fog can't hide the sunrise forever. Soon, a moment will come when the person heaven chose for you will feel a strong pull again. They will shake off the confusion, question the narrative they were fed, and find their way back to truth. That's when this jealous man's lies will unravel. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Heaven is releasing clarity to the one who was confused. Light is being poured onto every shadowy scheme this man tried to keep hidden. And you, beloved, are being shielded from heartbreak by divine forces greater than deception. You may feel like love has been taking too long, but it's not delay, it's protection. Heaven was waiting for the web of lies to collapse before letting the right person walk through. And it is happening now, behind the scenes, silently but powerfully. His jealousy started long before your blessing arrived. He watched how people favored you, how your light drew others, and it made him bitter. What he couldn't achieve himself, he didn't want you to enjoy either. He wasn't assigned to you, he attached himself. He didn't honor your growth, he feared your transformation. But now, your soul is breaking free of his grip. Type Amen to get blessing 888. In the next few days, signs will start to appear. A message you thought lost will be found. A connection you believed dead will suddenly reignite with warmth and honesty. This is not a coincidence, it's divine intervention. A door was never meant to be shut forever. It was simply blocked by a man who never had the authority to decide your heart's direction. He's going to be exposed not by public confrontation, but by the way your life starts moving forward without him. His control is crumbling, and he knows it. That's why his behavior will soon shift from silence to desperation. Don't be surprised if he suddenly acts overly helpful, generous, or emotional. He feels the truth slipping from his fingers. But your discernment has matured. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The universe is clearing the pathway to your rightful love. The person you were supposed to meet, meant to heal you, protect you, love you without conditions, is on their way. They're recovering from the confusion this jealous man caused. You must be prepared. He may try to plant one last seed of doubt. He may send someone else to do his work, but heaven is watching now more closely than ever. Archangel Michael says, your name was not written beside his in the book of destiny. You were born to rise, not be restrained. This season will bring divine confrontation, but it ends in restoration. What he tried to sabotage will bloom twice as bright. What he whispered against will become celebrated. The love that was delayed will arrive matured, refined, and undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. He is already sensing loss. That's why he is now trying to rewrite the story as if he was the one who cared the most. But don't be fooled, his care only exists when control is at stake. He sees how your eyes have started to look toward new horizons. He knows someone else is destined to hold your heart. And that realization is crushing his ego. But that's not your burden to carry. His wounds are not your responsibility. Your only task now is to stay open to the new love coming, the real one, the blessed one. You were never meant to be manipulated into confusion. You were never meant to feel guilty for growing beyond his reach. Your peace was paid for by heaven's protection. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You have earned this love through your pain, through your prayers, through your patience. The one coming to you has felt your name in their spirit even in the midst of silence. And the pull they feel cannot be denied much longer. Everything that was meant to stop it has already failed. What heaven writes, man cannot rewrite. And the jealous hands that tried to hold you back are being removed, one by one. Soon, you will receive a message. Not from the one who blocked, but from the one who was blocked. Their words will hold truth, not filtered through jealousy or confusion, but straight from the soul. And when you hear it, you will remember this moment. That heaven gave you warning, gave you sight, and prepared you for reunion with your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The man who plotted in silence will remain in silence. But the love written by heaven will speak loudly in your life. It will show up in timing, in synchronicity, in undeniable connection. Do not rush. Do not panic. Just prepare, because what was stolen is being returned. And you will no longer need to question why the path seemed dark for so long. The fog wasn't your fault. It was placed there by one who feared your joy. But you are not under his shadow anymore. You are under divine spotlight now. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Your steps are being redirected to joy. Every detour was divine setup. Every no was making way for the real yes. Let this message burn into your heart. Someone is coming not to impress you, but to stand beside you. And nothing can stop what is written. You will see it unfold faster than you expect. Peace will return to your spirit. And the one who tried to delay you will watch from afar. He cannot come where you're going. He was not assigned to your next chapter. His jealousy ends here. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. He may still linger in the background, trying to test your emotions and measure your response. He'll watch from afar, hoping for a moment of weakness or nostalgia. But you are not the same anymore, your awareness is sharpened, your path is guarded. There is no space left for manipulation in the garden heaven planted for you. Every vine of deceit has been cut, and every root of envy is being dug out. What's growing now is pure, intentional, and unshakable love. In his attempts to delay your blessings, he overlooked the most powerful truth: your destiny is not vulnerable to human sabotage. Every step that looked like a setback was actually a divine reroute. You were being positioned for a greater meeting, one that his schemes can no longer block. A sacred moment is approaching. When your name is mentioned again, it will be in reverence, not resistance. You will be remembered not for what was taken from you, but for what was restored to you tenfold. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The one who was confused about you is being awakened. They're starting to see the cracks in the false image that was painted about you. Their heart is stirring with conviction and a longing to reconnect. There will be a sudden moment when your story comes back into their world, not through gossip, but through a divine reminder. It may come through a dream, a song, or a conversation that mentions your name. And when it happens, it will flood their heart with realization. This realization will not come gently, it will come like a thunderclap, shaking off every lie they were told. That's when they will begin seeking you again, not just for clarity, but for restoration. And no voice will be able to stop what they've finally remembered. You will not need to chase, beg, or explain. Your truth will stand strong on its own, and the right person will recognize it for what it is. That is heaven's justice. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. As for the jealous man, he will be left behind. Not because you wish harm, but because heaven no longer allows him access to your sacred space. His energy does not match your new frequency. He might try to rewrite his role in your life story, to make it seem like he only ever wanted to protect you. But you will remember the spiritual weight you carried because of him. The delay, the confusion, the draining emotion, it was never love, it was control disguised as care. Your inner compass is healing, being recalibrated by divine truth. You will know who is for you, not by their words, but by the peace their presence brings. And peace is what this man never gave you, only chaos masked as concern. Heaven's love is not manipulative. It flows freely. And that's what's arriving now. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Your next encounter will not be accidental. It has already been orchestrated by unseen forces. Every delay, every pain, every betrayal led you here, not to make you suffer, but to prepare you for something too holy to be mishandled. The right person will not just love you, they will see you. They will not second-guess your worth or require you to shrink to fit their comfort. And most of all, they will not be influenced by someone else's bitterness. The veil is lifting. You're about to understand why you had to wait so long. Because what's coming is too sacred to have been mixed with deception. Archangel Michael says, the interference has ended. What once stood in your way is now being removed by divine force. And your heart is safe to believe again. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Do not fear the days ahead. They will unfold rapidly, bringing clarity in ways that feel almost surreal. The silence will break, and the truth will speak louder than ever before. A spiritual reversal is taking place. The one who was misled is turning around. The one who plotted to delay you is being silenced not by force, but by the power of truth. You don't need revenge. You don't need confrontation. All you need is alignment with the divine, and that is already happening. When the message arrives, whether in person, through voice, or through the eyes of someone finally seeing clearly, you will feel it in your soul. This is the moment everything broken begins to mend. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The jealous man may try to make one last move, hoping to manipulate with apology, guilt, or a convenient crisis. Don't fall for it. His desperation is not redemption, it is panic. He feels the gap widening between his control and your freedom. And he knows once you fully step into your divine love story, he will never be able to influence your heart again. So he will act, recklessly, dramatically, but ultimately uselessly. You are surrounded by angels now, more than ever. Each step you take is being guarded, each message is being filtered. Only what serves you is allowed near you anymore. There will be no more delay. You are moving into a space of fulfillment. And love will no longer be a battleground, it will be a resting place. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You have been tested. You have been watched. But you have also been chosen. The reason this jealous man fought so hard to block you is because even he saw the glow around your future. He may not admit it, but deep within, he knew you were meant for more. And that's why he tried so hard to keep you under his shadow. But the sun has risen on your life again. No more shadows. No more confusion. A clear message is coming. One that restores what was stolen, reclaims what was delayed, and reawakens what was buried. And your soul will know, this is the moment you were waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The connection meant for you will defy logic, distance, and even time. It's a soul assignment. And now that the interference is falling away, it's coming into alignment swiftly. You'll see evidence in small ways first, a sign, a name, a dream, a feeling. Then it will come boldly, unmistakably. You won't have to chase it, beg for it, or question it. Because when something is truly yours by divine appointment, it returns whole. Not half-hearted. Not confused. Fully present. The jealous man's season in your life is over. Let him fade, and let the real love rise. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Even now, your spirit is being prepared to receive what once seemed impossible. You are stepping into a frequency where only truth survives. And that includes love, real, pure, destined love. Watch how things begin to unfold. Watch how the people once distant start reaching again. Watch how the love that was almost lost becomes stronger than ever. All of this, because heaven refused to let you be robbed by jealousy. Heaven fought for you even when you didn't know it needed to. And now, the blessing is being delivered straight into your hands. Heaven's love story for you is not over. In fact, it's just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The divine connection meant for you will not resemble past patterns. It will not demand explanation, it will offer understanding. It will not compete for attention, it will bring stillness. Everything the jealous man tried to delay is catching up quickly. His words are dissolving in the face of your truth. His power is crumbling before divine timing. Get ready to walk into what has been waiting for you all along. The right person. The right time. The right protection. Your heart will finally rest in safety. Your spirit will finally exhale. And your love will finally be received. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The wind is shifting in your favor now. All the delays, disappointments, and detours were not signs of rejection, but divine rerouting. What once felt like abandonment will now reveal itself as protection. This jealous man can no longer hold influence over your timeline. His tricks, his guilt traps, his fake concern, they're dissolving like smoke in the presence of truth. Heaven has stripped him of unseen permissions. In the spiritual realm, chains have broken. Bonds you didn't realize were binding you are now released. You are no longer under his emotional manipulation. The road ahead is clearing. The right soul, one with clean intentions and divine recognition, is being guided toward you again. The one who lost sight of you will now see you clearly. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. A shift is about to take place so suddenly, it will feel like a movie. Where there was silence, there will be words. Where there was separation, there will be nearness. The person who was kept away is coming closer, step by step, stirred by unseen forces. They're feeling nudges they cannot explain. And no amount of interference can stop their arrival now. You will not be left in longing anymore. The promises made over your life are in motion, activated by heaven itself. The jealous man's schemes were loud, but they were never louder than the voice of destiny. His final attempts to block what's coming will look like urgency. Don't confuse it for change, it's just fear disguised as action. His season has expired. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. There's someone who has been battling their thoughts about you. They've been questioning what was said, what was done, what they were told. They are slowly unraveling the lies sown by this jealous man. A moment of awakening is coming, where their heart will override their confusion. They'll remember something real, a look, a feeling, a moment that couldn't be faked. And that will trigger the return. The jealous man will sense it. He'll act as if he's panicking to help you, to warn you, to save you. But his actions are no longer built on influence, they are driven by desperation. He's losing ground. And that's because the one chosen for you is gaining strength. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Your divine partner is rising from the fog. They're beginning to see through the veil placed before their heart. Their energy is turning toward you again, with clarity. Your soul has cried for this reunion, and the cries have reached heaven. What was blocked is now being broken open. What was interrupted is now being resumed. The reunion will come with a rush of emotion, but also peace. You won't need to defend yourself. Your spirit will speak louder than any false narrative. The jealous man may still hover, but he will no longer hold weight. His presence will feel light, insignificant. He is no longer a gatekeeper. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. There's no going back to who you were before this trial. You are being birthed into a new phase, one of discernment, one of divine alignment. You've earned this wisdom. Heaven doesn't just restore, it multiplies. And your love story will be a testimony of that. The pain you endured will turn into the very proof that what's coming is heaven sent. A divine call will stir the person connected to your heart. They'll realize the delay wasn't natural, it was manufactured. And when they come, it won't be halfway. They will arrive sure. They will arrive healed. And they will arrive ready. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Let this be the final closure for the one who tried to hold you back. You do not owe him space, explanation, or one more second of your energy. Your future does not include his shadow. You are walking into a season of balance, where you are seen, valued, and cherished, not hidden behind someone's insecurities. Where your dreams are supported, not sabotaged. The jealous man will try to linger in your circle through others. Be alert. He may use different faces, but his energy remains the same, fearful of your growth. But heaven's firewall is now around you. His attempts will collapse before they reach your door. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Very soon, you'll be laughing again without looking over your shoulder. You'll feel love without second-guessing. And you'll receive affection without having to beg for clarity. This is not just emotional release, it's a spiritual shift. You are coming into divine compensation. What you were robbed of will be restored, only better. The jealous man made his move, but heaven made a decree. And that decree is final. You are stepping into your rightful alignment. Watch for signs. A name may pop up. A place may call you back. A moment will feel too meaningful to ignore. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. You're about to be reminded why the wait was worth it. Your love story is not ordinary, it's sacred. It's not just timing, it's testimony. You were chosen for this specific love. A soul connection that was interrupted but not erased. And now, the restoration will be breathtaking. Expect a sudden visit. A heartfelt message. A divine reconnection. It will come with no confusion, no games, no fear. And as it unfolds, the jealous man will disappear like fog under sunlight. His role is over. Yours is just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. This love coming to you was written into your life before jealousy was ever formed. It's protected, sealed, divine. That's why it couldn't be destroyed, only delayed. What's forming now is a spiritual reunion, a holy contract being fulfilled. The pull you feel in your heart is real. And they feel it too. Even if you've been silent, your energy has been calling out. Heaven heard. And heaven responded by moving the mountains in your path. Now, everything that tried to block you is falling away. And you are being led forward, hand in hand with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The jealous man who tried to erase your blessing will watch as it grows anyway. He'll see the light return to your eyes. The joy return to your days. You will walk beside someone who honors you, not competes with you. Who celebrates you, not cages you. Who protects your peace, not disturbs it. This love will feel like home. Like heaven. Like everything the jealous man feared you would find. And the best part? You will receive it freely, with no guilt, no apology, and no need to look back. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 3434.